In this episode of Berkanik's Garage, we are going to show you how to install Go Fast Beat DVX, and that's the one that comes with an external blow-off valve.
Oh.
Alright, so first let's have a look at what's in the box. I've got a little pull sign, so you just yank it out, push. Water pipe, so that's the pipe that will be connecting the blow-off valve to the unit that uses the solenoid. This is our most exciting bit, a blow-off valve. On here they actually used a little volume icon because obviously the more open it is, the louder it will get.
Gotcha.
So I think loud position sounds good.
Yeah.
So that's be the bit, one of the bit, and then you've got the other bit. That's important. I'll come in here. That's actually the part where the stock solenoid will be reattached, and then basically this is to attach this to this.
Ah, yeah.
What's inside the system.
Cool beans.
Comes with all the hardware you need, and also come at the back with your brass piston. So that's to replace the piston in the solenoid that is stock, which is basically plastic, and this one is brass.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, let's open up the car. Oh, sorry. Also come with instructions. Alright, for this job you just need two simple tools. That's a 7mm ratchet, or you can use a flathead screwdriver as well. It basically depends of whether you've got a pipe or not, and then it's pretty much everything with just a star pattern T30. We actually lost our T30, so we're using a T97. Alright, so to give us a bit more room, we'll take care of that cover as well. Just pop it in each corner. Ah.
There we go.
Alright, first we want to obviously get our pipe out of the way.
Removing the vag again.
Yeah, that's right.
More vag jokes.
Next thing we can do is actually pop this guy that is attached on the turbo elbow. So this one is just pressing on its side, and then it comes out nicely. And then it will give you access to your turbo elbow screw there. I think, here we go.
Off in one.
Off in one. Next we want to detach our solenoid. So it's a little clip here. The trick is just slide, put something in there, and just slide it up. There we go. It is a bit tricky, but it's kind of like squeeze in and pull up type of thing, and then it comes off.
Cool.
And keep that out of the way. Now we can access our 3 bolts. So we've got one here, and one slightly underneath there.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we need is Allen key, size 5. And now this should just come out. There we go. Be careful, it's actually heavier than you think. Alright, so now you've got to take that, bring it to your parts, and we need to modify this part. Pull the piston that come from the factory and remove the spring here. There you go. Once you've got your piston on your ring, put them somewhere safe, you know, safe-ish.
Safe-ish, yeah.
Then you want to remove this outer ring. It should come off by hand. Here we go. Sometimes it's a bit hard, so you can use tool to help you. Be careful not to damage it. All of those parts, you want to keep them somewhere safe in case you ever want to revert, but you are not actually going to need them in the kit. You do, however, want to keep the O-ring around it, and we will be reusing the same screws as well. Right, so now what we want to do is install a fancy piston. For that we are going to need the springs that actually came with it. Careful not to reuse the springs you took out. They are for different rating and all that jazz. Alright, take your solenoid, put the string back on, and then you take your little piston, put it back on. And this will now get married with this. So you see this goes into the little hole there. The plug here should come on this side here. So you want to put that in the middle and you want to come down around there. Now, some of the hardware, don't use the long one. The long one is one that will come in here because this part is actually relocated. The blower valve go where this was, and then this is just relocated to another spot.
Ah, I see.
And so now we want to put this guy back on. So the way we want to do it, we want the venting side to be this way, like that.
Yep.
And that have seals as well, as you can see. There you go. You basically want to be able to operate your little bit there, and
Yes, you got the adjuster at the front. Yeah, makes sense.
Right, then I believe this is where this is a spot we'll use to actually bolt the extra bit on.
Okay.
Next you want to attach your solenoid back on and put your pipe as well. This is because where we are going to mount this is going to get a bit tricky to actually plug those back on after if you have to do it.
Yeah, so
yeah,
connect it all first.
Yeah, compared to the size, you know.
Cool, yeah. I've seen that before somewhere.
Alright, takes some effort, but you know, push it all the way.
And same again. It's gonna be nice and fun.
Yeah, to some extent could have maybe done this one first as well, but never mind. Alright.
Okay, so that's both the pipes fitted.
Pretty good.
Well, both ends of the pipe, sorry, I should have said.
Now let's put our stuff back on. So we've got our stuff there at the front. So it goes like that. Now that everything is attached,
Now we can mount it.
and here we go.
Okay.
It's all in.
Now we've just got to put the elbow back on.
Yeah. And then we attach it to that.
Yeah, excellent.
Alright.
Excellent.
Now another screwdriver. Alright guys, so we are in the car. We are going to take it for a spin because we couldn't, with the soft limiter and stuff, it was hard to tell whether it does anything.
Yeah, we couldn't actually get it in the boost, could we?
Yeah. It's going to get dark for you, but we might just keep it rolling anyway, just to be able to record some sound from the inside.
Okay. This car's such an animal.
Oh, when it comes at the same time as the exhaust goes in, it's just like boom!
Yeah. Oh, this is the nuts.
Oh, just need the bloody straight pipes on.
Yeah.
This is going to be like a 90s turbo car. There you go, guys. So it's definitely a loud one.
Oh yeah. That's a nice mod. Really like that.
Yeah. You know, obviously, you know, when you just drive it with a soft limiter, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, as you've seen it in the very dark recording, when you actually repeat on it, open up, definitely.
Oh yeah, you can definitely.
You know, there is a blow-off valve in there. You know, it's proper turbo car now.
Yeah.
You know, now you're going to let off the throttle, not just for the exhaust to pop, but to actually have the blow-off valve at the same time. And when they come up at the same time,
oh yeah, that's a lovely sound.
you know, stereo
jealous.
monsterity. Yeah.
And the good thing as well, it wasn't that difficult to fit, really, was it?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Quite an easy kit to install.
Yeah, we'll do another episode where we actually play around with adjustment of the spring and also with the volume button, you know, that opening, just to be able to have a proper sound check, so we know, you know, what kind of sound when it flybys and stuff like that. As you've seen here, it's quite dark, so we could do some flyby, but you won't see much. Yeah, no, exactly. So, you know, we might as well do another episode where we focus on actually adjusting it based on your throttle response and actually show you the various level of sound, so that if you go with that mode, you can actually know what to expect, basically, you know. But yeah, no, otherwise was rather straightforward. Not the cheapest bit of kit, but you know, it's GFB, it's recognized everywhere. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing wrong with the kit at all, was there?
No, the kit was pretty good. Instructions were fairly clear as well.
Yeah.
I think the only thing was just to make sure you plug the solenoid back in. I think, wasn't it, before installing it?
Yeah.
But I mean,
here to some extent, the solenoid in that position could have been done so that it was mounted slightly more towards the inside of the cabin, because you do have a couple of lines that go by it, and it's kind of like, you know, it's fine, it all fits and nothing is crushing anything, but they're kind of pushing themselves, you know, one push the other out of the way a little bit to make room. So could have definitely be smoother.
Yeah.
But
even so, with some of the kits we've installed, been a bit of a nightmare, but no, this one was quite good.
Compared to the low profile on the MX5.
Oh God, yeah.
This was bliss.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Yeah, and no, I mean, to be honest, if you've been considering it, you obviously have the advantage of a stronger devetor valve and all that jazz, but you have the blow-off valve as well, and yeah, definitely I would say go for it. When we do the next video about refining it, I will have been running it for a few days, so we'll be able to actually give you guys a proper review on how it feels, and you know, after actually getting quite some mileage to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that way, you know, just hold on in there before you make your call, get all the information, and you know, or if you really want, you know, the blowhole valve sound, then just go for it. Frankly, it's
yeah, it sounds great. It really does.
Sounds great, and it's reversible, and GFB parts can actually, you know, they hold their value, so you can resell them for pretty much the price you bought them. So
cool, excellent.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, follow us then to
that's right. If you want to see more S3 goodness, we've got exhaust work even. Bloody foreigners, they never talk properly. Oh. But yeah, we've got the exhaust coming up amongst other things. So subscribe and yeah, go check out. We do other cool stuff as well. Bikes on MX5s on.
Yeah, the bikes are up and coming. I've actually got the MOT tomorrow on the Harley. So as soon as that's done, we can get back out on the road with that.
Nice.
With this new clutch.
So you know, plenty of good stuff coming up. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Share with your friend, you know.
So yeah.
Yeah, but that's it pretty much, huh? You know.
Yeah.
You know all the jazz anyway. You know, do all the YouTube stuff, so we become very rich, and then one day we can be like, oh, what Lamborghini should I buy? No, we'll never be like that, guys. Don't worry.
No. Maybe Maserati, but not Lamborghini.
Just an old pile of crap with a Ferrari engine in it. Sounds much better than
Yeah, go-kart, homemade go-kart with a Ferrari engine.
Yeah, exactly. Something different. Boring supercars. You want supercars better that look like a pile of crap.
Sleeper cars. I like sleeper cars.
Anyway,
like and subscribe, and
see you next time.
See you in the next one. Then. Bye.
Nice.
Actually mean it too.
Anyway. Yeah, just a bit smaller. Yeah, I guess you can't check the car too much either because it's a bit old.
Oh yeah.
Cameras balancing and stuff.
Yeah, don't really want to look that over.
3, 2, 1.